Hello everyone and welcome. My name is Yeva and in this video we'll walk through how to connect Power BI to the SkillCorner API so you can start building your own dashboards from scratch using our data. SkillCorner provides access to tracking data via an API. API is an application programming interface, which is simply a way for one piece of software to talk to another one and request specific information. We use the API to connect Power BI to various endpoints. And all the endpoints you can see right here in our SkillCorner API docs. It can be competition edition, competitions, matches, physical data, players data, roles, seasons, and teams. And let's imagine we want to build a dashboard about all the players in one competition edition and see their physical data. So to make it, I'm clicking on Players, try it out on the right, and choosing any competition edition. It can be different, several, but let's stay with one, which is 543 Premier League 23-24. If you're not sure about the ID of your competition edition, you can just click on SkillCorner web app, choose here any competition edition that you want, and check their competition edition ID in the table. I'm going back to SkillCorner API, clicking on execute and waiting for my link to load. The link is right here, request URL. I'm copying it. Here you can also see the way of how the information is uploading in JSON format. That's what we need for Power BI. And here we can also see the most common errors that can show up. So we copied the link and then we're going back to our Power BI notebook and I'm clicking on the right Get Data, Other, Web and Connect. I'm pasting my link here, but before we have to handle authentication. So I'm putting my skillcorner.com username and password. And be careful with the link right here, it should be players because our endpoint is players. And I'm clicking on connect. Then I'm waiting for my data to upload. And here is the whole table that we just called. I think it's better to rename tables so you can use them in a more comfortable way, and this one would be player. You can also change the name, for example, instead result.id, you can rename it just by clicking on the field and just leaving ID, for example, and so on. And then I have to click close and apply to upload the data and save the changes. Okay, now we have the whole table here. We can already use it, but let's connect our Power BI to another table about physical data. And for that, I'm clicking on the left model view, choosing here data source and more, other, web. Then I'm clicking on connect again, and we will have to paste here another link. To get another link, we're going back to SkillCorner API and choosing here physical data. Clicking on try it out. We can stay with the same competition edition ID or use some other parameter. For example, you can use group by player or match, but if you use group by player, you get one row per player for the whole competition or season. And if you use group by match, you get one row per player per match, which allows for time-based analysis or form tracking. So the more granular your grouping is, the more rows and detail you'll get. But it can also mean more data to process, so be careful with that. Let's choose group by player. The format is always JSON as it the one that we use for Power BI, and I'm clicking on execute. Then I'm copying the link again and going back to Power BI. And I'm clicking on close and apply. Perfect. Actually, I think the better name would be physical data than competition edition. Physical data, as we have only one competition edition here. I'm just clicking here to rename it and it changes in the table straight away. In the next video, we will talk about building the data model and how to structure our tables and set up relationships between them so our visuals and metrics work seamlessly. Thank you for watching the video. If you have any questions, reach out to my SkillCorner contact or see you in the next video.